I want to go over all the upsets in Division One women's basketball that has happened in the NCAA tournament yesterday. But I'm going to start with one that right off the top that totally shocked everybody. Number one Indiana lost to number 9 seed Miami, Florida. Miami, Florida was up 20-12 at the first quarter. Second quarter, 21 points for Miami, Florida. Well, Indiana had 17 points. Yes, Indiana climbed back in it with 19 points in the third quarter, but Miami, Florida only scored 8. That's pretty good, but the problem is Miami, Florida scored 21 points in the fourth quarter compared to Indiana's 20, including a go-ahead shot. In the end, Indiana didn't even have a timeout remain. So now Indiana for the game didn't shoot the ball bad. 41% from the field, 25 for 61 overall, 5 for 15 on threes, 13 for 17 at the free throw line. Two more free throws, or three of them. One more stop and one more free throw, you win the game, even if it was a 2. You stop. 29 rebounds, 9 of those offensive, 17 assists, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 7 turnovers, 17 fouls, 6 points off the bench. Miami, Florida only had 8 points off the bench, and it's the first time that multiple 1 seeds have not made it to the Sweet 16 since 1998, and the first time Miami, Florida has been to the Sweet 16 since 1992. Miami, Florida shot too good. 46.8% from the field, 22 for 47 overall, 8 for 14 on threes, 57.1%, 18 for 25 on free throws, 35 rebounds, 6 of those offensive, 15 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks, 13 turnovers, 22 fouls. Now, obviously, Indiana is done for the year, and Miami, Florida gets to play number 4, Villanova, and I think Villanova, that game is going to be very, very intriguing right there. And Indiana finishes the season 28-4. I want to go with another notable, and it was in overtime. Number 3, Duke lost to 6 seed Colorado, 61-53. Of course, we know the game was tied at 50 at the end of regulation. And of course, 11 points in overtime for Colorado, while Duke had 3. That's not getting the job done. And Duke finishes 26-7 on the year. Of course, what did happen prior to regulation? Colorado was up 21-11 in the first quarter. Duke climbed back with 15 points while Colorado scored 7. Colorado only scored 11 in the second quarter, but the third quarter Colorado only scored 7. Duke scored 17. Duke scored 17 points while Colorado only scored 7 in the third. While in the fourth quarter, Colorado scored 11 points while Duke scored 7. So, for the game, Duke did not shoot the ball good. 31.7% from the field, 19 for 60 overall, 5 for 23 on threes, 21.7%, 10 for 12 on free throws, 35 rebounds, 6 of those offensive, 10 assists, 17 steals, which is a really good number. 6 blocks, that's a really good number, too. And Celeste Taylor had 10 of those steals, and they still lost. You'll know why in a second, besides the overtime. 21 turnovers, that's way too much. 17 fouls, and they had 17 points off the bench. Colorado only had 9 points off the bench, but Colorado starters did more than Duke starters. And they didn't shoot the ball good either, but better than Duke. 36.5% from the field, 23 for 63 overall, 3 for 11 on threes, 27.3%, 12 for 15 on free throws, 44 rebounds, 11 of those offensive, 9 assists, 11 steals, 23 turnovers. So both teams need to work on that turnover bug going forward. Especially Colorado advancing to the Sweet 16, and 18 fouls. So Colorado will get to play number 2 seed Iowa. That's an interesting game, but I think Iowa would win, but you never know. But this was like a tighter matchup. It's a 3-6. But one that I expected to happen, possibly, but I didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference. Is number 4 Texas in Austin got humiliated by 5 seed Louisville. Remember, both these teams played in the regular season in Louisville. Louisville won that matchup. It was back in November. 71 to 63. Both those teams were top 6 teams at the time. They're not that anymore. It was tied in the first quarter, 16 apiece. But Louisville scored 21 points in the second quarter, while Texas only scored 7. Yes, Texas scored 12 in the third quarter, but Louisville scored 19. And both teams were about even in the fourth quarter. About even, but 17 points for Louisville, 16 points for Texas. They ain't going to get the job done. I can tell you right now, Texas didn't shoot the ball good. 34.5% from the field, 19 for 55 overall, 1 for 10 on threes. That's one thing about Texas. When they get down by double digits, as long as you keep on playing good defense, they're not a 3-point shooting team, and are not only play good defense, but if you continue to extend the lead, they're not a great 3-point shooting team. They only have 3 players above 30% from 3 this year. 12 for 20 on free throws. That doesn't help your cause. 34 rebounds, 12 of those offensive, 5 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 13 turnovers, 18 fouls. And yes, Texas did score 18 points off the bench. That's a good number, but the problem is Louisville scored 25. I mean, and they shot better than Texas, 46.9% from the field, 30 for 64 overall, 3 for 13 on threes, 23.1%. That's not a great percentage from 3. 10 for 15 on free throws, 42 rebounds though, 15 of those offensive, 10 assists, 6 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers, 21 fouls. Texas finishes the year 26-10, and no Big 12 team, either in the current teams in the Big 12 right now, or whenever the other teams join, like Missouri, Nebraska, A&M, Colorado were in the Big 12, like they're starting at the time, or near it. It's been since 1997, since no Sweet 16 team. I made that prediction knowing it was likely. It was based on matchups. It was somewhat likely, even though Texas was hosting. I just thought Louisville was better, and they were playing better. I was right. And Louisville gets to play 8 seed Ole Miss. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later. 5 subscribers. We're on the road to it. Let's go.